So after we trimmed the brisket, we ended up with 6 pounds of fat. So I've saved the fat in this bag down here. I'm going to apply some of this to this top grate. We're in our smoke zone right here. Anywhere between 200 and 275 is where I like to keep it. I'm going to put this fat here on this top layer. Right here we have the brisket point, and then we've got the flat down here. And we've got hickory and we've got mesquite on the smoker in with the coals. So we're looking at about 12 to 16 hours at roughly 225 to 250 is what we're trying to keep it at. The other thing is internal temperature of the meat. We're going to try to get that up to about 202. So 165 is fully cooked. But like I said earlier in the videos, with brisket, it takes a while for those proteins to break down. So what we're going to do is we're going to break past that barrier. Right around 165, 175, it hits a stall. And you have to be very patient with the brisket because it'll sit at that temperature for a couple of hours before it starts to break through. That's where that resilience comes in. So once we do that, right when it's starting to change over, that's when we wrap it in butcher paper, put it back on the smoker. If you wanted to, you could put it in the oven, but if I already got heat on the smoker, why would I do that? So I'm going to go ahead and get this all closed up once I put some of this fat in here. We just throw a little bit of this fat on like that. I like to put enough on that it gives coverage to the top piece of meat, because the top piece of meat is going to drip down on the bottom, and all of it's going to stay moist. Okay, and that's the way we do it. Now we're going to cover her up. Make sure we got a good seal on the lid. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to put my top temperature probe in. So on the bottom ones, we've already got a temperature probe already inserted. And I'll show you a little gadget I have. There we go. Okay. So I've got this little eye grill. Basically, we plug the probes into here, and we're able to see the temperature of the internal part of the meat on here. It also has an app. It's got an app that you can use to be able to track on your phone as long as you're within distance. So anyway, that's it. We got this rolling. If it just starts getting past that heat zone that you want, you just tamper down these valves down here on the side. You want to control that temperature so it doesn't get too hot on you. And then you go from there. So that's about it. That's all we got. We'll check back on it here a little bit later.